Hello and welcome to Lily Mercer and Friends. I'm joined by Tiny Boost. I've been excited by this. I've been wanting to sit down with you for a minute because I think that you are definitely one of my favourite rappers right now in the UK.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And there's an impact to your voice and just a lot of, honestly, when people hear you, they listen. So I just think that you are doing a lot right now in music.
Thank you. Am I supposed to hold this?
I think you should hold it.
Yeah. Thank you, I appreciate it.
What I wanted to ask you about with The Street Dreams has just dropped.
Yeah.
Obviously a big project for you.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the process like making it? Was that something you'd saved some of the tracks from over the years, or was that all recorded really recent?
Everything was kind of new because I wanted to show the growth from the first one, my first mixtape to this one. So once I put out the first one, got the feedback from that, and so everything was basically fresh. Nothing was really from before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the process was just after getting the feedback, just trying to just show that we can level up and in a way do better, you know what I'm trying to say? We always want to beat what we done, you know what I mean? So that was the process behind that, literally, and just get the message that I'm trying to get across more clearer and smoother, So yeah.
Because the whole rollout, it felt like an album. Is it an album or is it still an EP mixtape?
I would say mixtape because it's just, we're still just having fun at the same time. We're not taking it too serious, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a mixtape. But it's just not how we used to do because of you see what's happened now, yeah? Because of the game so, everything's so technical and this has to be this and this has to get signed off and that has to get cleared. So technically it's you put in work it's an album, you see what I'm saying? But really and truly, it's just a mixtape. But it should be treated like an album anyway, because it's a good art of work, So yeah, that's what it is.
Even the visuals, Burning the Whip, the video for that is just fantastic already. That's why it's I think that's why I started thinking it was an album.
Oh yeah, the funny thing about that is, I done that video, that whole video, I planned that whole video 5 hours before it got done.
Oh my God, that's wild.
Because I was supposed to shoot something else off the tape, but we had to cancel. So it was either just leave it alone and waste money or basically make a whole new video. So I just, with the scenes that we've already paid for and what we paid for and whatever, we just had to say, all right, what tune off the tape can we use them same things and make? And that was that. Even though Secret was going to do it anyway, but it was supposed to come after a certain song. So yeah, that got made it that whole thing was almost improvised, basically.
That is wild, because it's
a very clean
video.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. So yeah, that's a true story, I swear to you. So yeah, I'm glad it came out like that.
No, I'm proper impressed.
Yeah, I swear down.
But that makes me wonder what you're going to do when it's planned.
I know, when it was planned, I don't know. If that was planned, that would have been crazy, but it was crazy. So yeah, but you know what it is? It's just, I think, the more you simplify things, the better it comes out, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm trying to say? If you just think too much and, we got to do this, there's too much thinking goes into it, you know what I mean? You just got to get it done, but still keep a certain level of where it is up. So yeah, that's how we attack that. So when I really do get time to pattern something, how it's supposed to be, it should be even crazier, you know what I'm saying?
Even though it wasn't the first visual I saw of yours, it's it's the kind of video that if it was the first one, you feel you understand you and your whole world. It's a real welcome to Tiny Boost world kind of thing.
Well, I hope that's not what they think of me really, because that video was a bit. But I get what you mean.
But your music and your sound.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. It did capture. This is a bit technical, isn't it? It was. It's the first time we got into a bit of a role, and showed something like a movie, innit? Really, yeah. So yeah, I know what you're saying. It was good.
So what else is do you think you're going to pick as a song for a visual from the album? Is there a song that's been your favourite and you have to shoot a video for?
the outro, Scar for Life, we're definitely gonna do something to that. Whip something. Me and Snap got to do a visual. That one got. That was supposed to be the video. You know what I'm saying? But Snap, you know what I mean? But we got. He's my brother, so it's not personal. You get me? So yeah, those are the. Those are the ones mainly. Like I mainly think of. But then also I wanna like. You see, like the supporters on that. I wanna see what they pick up off mainly, and then we will run with that. We might even just run a competition or something like that, and the one that gets the most, we just shoot something crazy to it, you know what I mean? And that's that really. So yeah, those three. This might kind of heavy though.
I know.
But yeah, go on, I got this.
Right, I wanted to talk a bit about, I mean, you've recently been on tour as well, like, which is, I think, probably the best UK tour I've seen in a minute. Like, Giggs, you, Ambitions, and Suspects all on one tour.
Yeah.
That's just mad. So I know you're only doing the UK leg, but like, what's that like, just being on the road with those guys?
It's just like, it's like a school trip, innit? Yeah. Like, you know, but with your real, like, everyone's like your family, you know what I'm saying? So, and obviously it's a first experience for me, so yeah, that's just how it gotta go. Like, it's just like like stuff you've always wanted to do with your man them, but you know, before we was doing other stuff. So it's like now we just get to do things that are just fun, like, you know what I mean? Even though we was having fun in the streets and that, but it's just real fun without literally any problem. Like, yeah, we're literally going on tour. We're literally gonna be on a bus all together, rolling, cracking joke, doing whatever we do. You know what I mean? Like, it's just dreams coming true. That's basically what the mixtape is about. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's that side. Like, it's just things you always wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like, you can't complain. Like, it's been, like, there's nothing really better than that, really. You know what I'm saying? So, and we're all from the same. And the thing with us, man, is like, we're all from the same. Besides Ambush and. You get me? We're all from the same area. We all grew up together. Like, I grew up with Sus, you know what I mean? I grew up like under Giggs, whatever, you know what I mean? So just all family, man. It's just good times, you know what I mean?
It's nice to see, especially Ambition and Sus haven't.
Yeah.
They've had
They've had a
great
little,
times this year.
yeah.
But they've got great musical chemistry together. Like,
Yeah,
they've definitely
yeah.
worked well together. But having them been away for a lot of this year, and then obviously you've had that over a lot of your career, it's nice to see you all in this position now.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, it's basically like it's like what they call it? If we was all on tag, boy, it would be fucking catching up on the bus, you know what I mean? But it's good. But it's a good way to, you know, turn it all around. You know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, it's just everything's positive, man. You can't be upset when things are positive. You know what I mean? Because we know it could be a lot worse. It's been a lot worse. You see what I'm dealing with? So, it's crazy. It's crazy, really. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm grateful. You know what I mean?
And having Giggs as like someone that's, I mean, he's a legend.
Yeah,
but he's
straight.
also like you've been close with him and like being, I guess, in some ways like a mentor almost. Like,
yeah. That's my brother still.
What's the best like advice he gave you about music, like when you were when you were starting or even now?
Giggs just be like, just have fun, man. Just push. Just have fun. Like, don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. Just do your thing. That's the best advice, really. Like, you just be like, do your thing. Like, just have fun. You know what I mean? Like, even there'll be times where I'll be complaining about some of this industry stuff, you know? We can't swear.
Yeah,
So yeah, we be swearing. There'll be times I might be complaining about this industry shit, and I'll be like, this is and I'll be having like a good 10-minute you know what I'm saying, rant, bruv, this is happening, then you just pause and he'll be like, bruv, these are champagne problems or something like that. Like, he will always just make it seem like, bruv, do you know what you just overcome? Like, you're worrying about this guy coming late with a verse or this mixtape, you know what I'm trying to say? Like that, if any problems you want in life, it's, my mixtape's not mixed down yet, you know what I'm trying to say? You feel me? So that's the best advice he gives, really. Just don't, just be happy you've got these kind of problems, you know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But he's always seen positive, and like even like I mean, it's probably coming up to like 10 years now. It's like at least 7-8 years ago, and his shows weren't happening because of the police. And you just think about like he handled that with such like grace.
You know what's crazy? He only performed in London what 2016.
Yeah, it's like 3
so that's
years
only
ago,
3 years ago. You feel me?
And for that whole like 4 or 5 years, they were all getting shut down, and that's what I mean. It's how he handled that. You never saw him complain, and he actually just like I mean, I wouldn't take it on the chin like that.
Exactly. You know? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I guess he knows what he's talking about when he says, just keep going, just have fun, you know what I mean? Because he's still here, still going strong, so that's a good advice for me.
No, that's great advice. I think even in outside of music in life.
100%. 100%. Don't worry too much. What does someone say? If you worry about like the future, like, or you think about the past, like, and you think about where you are right now when you're doing that, you're okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like going to school and, like, I don't know, like, you got a fight or something pending and that. Before you get there, you're cool. So whatever's going to happen is going to happen, you know what I mean? So I'm a firm believer in that. And you got to just keep that same energy you had before you got there, and things should go your way, you know what I mean? So that's how we going with that, you know what I mean?
My friend Georgia LA, who actually interviewed Giggs years ago, about 10 years ago, she once told me, if you think the worst, then it will happen twice.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that, exactly.
It's like not worth even thinking of.
It's not worth, just work. Everything always works out in life. I've noticed that. Everything always works out the way you want it to work out. Like if you just stay focused, you get me. Even if you come out not so good, you're still gonna learn something from. You can still find something positive in it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just keep pushing, man. That's basic Giggs advice. You know what I mean?
But you're testament to that. Like,
yeah, of course.
You've been about, and like that's now is like, I mean, now is probably the best moment in your career.
Yeah, because I ain't even been out. I ain't even been back 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, and compared to the setback that man's had, it's like that never even happened. You see what I'm trying to say? So it's like, even in that sense, do I sit and think of what could have been or what would have been? You know what I'm trying to say? I just got to think of what is actually happening now. And right now, things are growing. This lane that I'm building is growing. Like, even now, a lot of people are starting to, you know, turn around like, right, like there is some, I wouldn't even say it's different, because this is rap that's been around for years, you know what I'm trying to say? So, but people are starting to appreciate it, I should say, you get me? Whereas everything else is getting like appreciated, you know what I mean? There's only a couple of us, actually not a couple, there's a few of us that's pushing this rap, like kind of whatever, but the thing is, there hasn't been no one that hasn't been around for long that's doing it. Obviously I've been around for long, but obviously I had a long break. So it's kind of refreshing to a lot of people right now. I'm new, you know what I'm trying to say? So it's good to be, in other words, the old but new guy, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you've got like people like Blade, like Nine, Skrapz and them, like, they've been rapping like that for a long time, so they should naturally have the fan base they've got, you know what I'm trying to say? Whereas me now, I'm kind of basically starting from scratch, in other words, like picking up from a long time left behind, so it's good to be that guy, the guy that's gonna come up and catch up, and you know what I mean? So yeah.
Did you ever have, like, I know you're positive in thought, but did you ever have a point where you were like, is this gonna happen when I get out? Like, am I gonna get back into music, or where it was? Because you've excelled yourself now, I think. You're bigger now than you were before.
Yeah, of course. It wasn't until I got to the end. No, you know what it is? The scene has made me want to do it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, but there was a time where, like, let's say 2-3 years into the whole situation, like, I wasn't thinking like, yeah, well, don't worry, I'm just gonna rap when I get out. Like, that wasn't my thought process. I was just thinking about, sometimes I might think about going back to the, you know what I mean? Like you have mixed emotions at the start, you get me? But then the scene growing, like, I'm watching even things like this, like yourself, like the platforms grow. Remember, you'll be there and thinking, right, there's so many different platforms, like, you think, oh, I want to go on that one, you know what I'm saying? It just becomes more and more, you know what I mean? So towards the end, yeah, I was like, yeah, I want to do this music. And then obviously, when I had a situation when I was like almost home and I put out a song and I saw the reaction, even though it gave me a bit of a setback, that song, but it made me know that, like, right, this is possible, you feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, that's when I started deciding, like, yeah, I'm gonna put the work in, you know, I'm gonna get on this. And then, yeah, like, I've been on it.
Because even like, you know, it's sadly people have very short attention spans, and also a lot of people are sheep, so it takes.
Yeah.
I can't say the name of it, but the song you and Skrapz, Skrapz
Yeah,
and
Sus,
Sus.
yeah.
When I was listening to that song, and I love both of those guys.
see what
I
I'm
think
saying?
both of them are hard. And suddenly I heard you, and I was like, who the fuck is that? Like straight away. And then I was like, oh, wow, like, because it was the impact you came in, and that's what I'm saying. Both of those guys are good rappers. So
This is
for
what
you
I'm
to make
saying.
someone like that. On that song, I was like, yeah,
That's what
you're back.
That's what I mean. Like, so, I love that's what the situation was. So, but that's what I mean. So, just to get that feeling, like, wow, that's gone. But yeah, we don't need it. But just for people to say like, "Raw, who is that?"
Yeah.
I love that. That's what I'm doing this for. You feel what I'm saying? So. It's good, and I made that whilst I was away as well.
That's wild.
Yeah, I made that whilst away. I made it on a day on a home leave. So I came out, linked Sus. He's like, listen, because I was putting him on my mixtape. This when he was, you know what I mean? So I was like, listen. He's like, listen, I've got something for you for when you get out. You need to be on it. And I was like, yeah, cool. He played it to me. I was like, but I didn't know like. Yeah, like I didn't know the.
Well,
you know what
I
I'm
had
saying?
on Beats One.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, cool, innit? Like, whatever. Like I laid it for him. It was crazy. Between us, it was crazy. But at this point, I'm not thinking like the impact it's gonna have on people like yourself or outside of our circle. Cause, you know, when you're in a circle, you all just like each other's stuff. Like you don't really care what people outside think. You know what I mean? So when I started hearing people saying like what you're saying, I was like, right, like. They're not even thinking about Sus or Skrapz right now, you know what I mean? Like, no disrespect to them, but, you know, like, I'm getting my own supporters off that alone, so, you know, yeah, it's good.
Because it's also like, we were talking a bit about rappers before,
Yeah.
There's a hunger that you have on that verse.
Yeah.
I hear it like a lot of 90s or 2000 rappers.
Yeah.
And like a lot of the New York guys like DMX and like Onyx, like a lot of people that there's a hunger in it that you don't hear enough anymore.
Nah, you don't got that anymore. It's too... I see something with Dr. Dre the other day, and he was saying, I only saw a snippet, I need to actually find what that is.
I want to find that,
yeah. He said, obviously, it's a lot of quality over quantity, and, you know, I ain't getting on to know him personally, because I don't know how, I don't really know, like, some of the stuff people putting out, that might be their hungriest music, but me, I don't know, like, I feel like, what I'm doing, I know, like, there's just, like you say, there's a certain sound, like, you know this ain't no pop in the microwave kind of stuff, like, you know what I'm trying to say? And the thing is, I just believe the more you put in and the more you show that hunger, it's going to outlast a lot of the stuff that pops in and out, you see what I'm trying to say? So, that's the reason why, and I want people to, and I think that's going to last over time and touch people more than, like I said, the quick, let's just go in. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do my stuff quick, but there's just a thought, like you said, there's a emotion behind it, there's a thought process behind it. Like, I got to put my heart and soul in this, you know what I'm trying to say? Rather than I'm just doing it because, you know how people say, oh, the music thing popping now, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, everyone's like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you might as well just rap. Like, nah, it wasn't like that for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I studied this thing. Like, I stayed up late nights, MTV base, waiting for certain hip hop videos that, you know what I'm trying to say, that you couldn't catch during the day. That's dedication, like, you know what I'm trying to say? So I've got to show that through my music. This day and age, everything's just there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't, you feel me? So that's what I mean. And I hope that comes out in the music. That's the hunger, like that. Man, love this game. Man, love rap. Man, like, I love rap with a passion. You see what I'm dealing with? Like, that's what you got to hear that. You feel me?
But I don't think anyone should be in this game if they're not like that. And that's where sadly you get a lot of, I mean, like you said, a clout or whatever,
that's the problem though, you know? That's with anything. You know what I'm saying? I think when you got to look at it like this, it's like even with clothing, like, you know, some of these mad, like these, I shouldn't say mad, but these proper designers that live and sweat and stitch, hand, whatever, and get this material, get me to them. When you catch people coming with their T-shirts and just printed on and saying, I'm a brand, that must be how they feel. Like, what do you mean you're a brand? I spent nights designing, you get me, you see what I'm dealing with. So that's just the state of the world that we're in right now, you know? Like, things can happen overnight. And it's not like you want to hate on it, but like morally you might feel like it's wrong, but it's like you can't say, because it's someone's bread and butter at the end of the day. If you want to do it the quick way and you know you don't really care about it and you're making a living, I can't really hate on you for that. But even though there should be a rule book, like if you're not dedicated, you can't join. You know what I'm saying? But that's how life goes, you know. So I get it. I get both sides of the coin. That's basically what I'm saying, you know.
There's a funny quote where I can't even remember who said it. I feel like a lot of people have now. But you know, Jay-Z famously said he didn't write his lyrics. He just went in and freestyled them. And then it suddenly like every rapper said that they did.
Of course.
Someone, I think it was a meme or a tweet once. Someone was like, "Yeah, you can tell that some of you don't write
exactly.
lyrics."
Like, see what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm trying to say? You definitely can.
But I do think that as much as I love where music is now, and especially I love where UK music is, I do think that there is a thing where the more people that can get in the door, the more you got to like climb through all the bad stuff to find the good, you know?
Yeah, I feel like that's what's happening with me, you know? You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like there's so much of that stuff or whatever you want to call it, them people that ain't, you know, that it's going to take that while because that's what people are used to. People are used to that for a long time, you know what I mean? So it's not that, some of that music is good though, you know what I'm trying to say? A lot of it's good, you know what I mean? But I just can't, I don't even know how to do something like that, you know what I'm trying to say? Like how to just be in there like, you know what I mean? Just not caring or not like, yo, like this is, nah, not me. You gotta understand me, you know what I'm trying to say? You gotta, I don't want to just, you know, make people just, like, here today, gone tomorrow, like, yeah, when's your next thing out? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I want people to say, nah, like, I need this is my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want people arguing over my mixtapes, arguing over my verse. Like, you know what? Some of these people, you can't even argue about which verse is better, because it's all the same. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Like, I want people to say, nah, like, you know, like, for example, like Jay-Z, you might say, nah, like, Blueprint was better, or nah, Blueprint 2 was better, or...
Don't you know ask me this, because I was the weirdest favourite.
You see, what one's yours?
Rock Life Dynasty.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, but everyone's like, that's the weirdest Jay-Z album to have as your favourite.
Yeah, because that's a lot of features, though, on there.
True. No, but maybe it's because of the age I was when I bought it. But my favourite Jay-Z verse is verse 2 on Where I'm From, because there's no, I don't think there's ever...
Is that the one where...
The one when he says that guys are atheists because they've been praying to God.
So, but that's not on, is that on there?
That's Where I'm From, In My Lifetime Volume 1.
Yeah. But that's not on the one... That's why you confused me there. You trying to trick me.
No, my favourite Jay-Z album doesn't have my favourite verse.
Okay. Now I understand. Because I was thinking that's not on there, but I didn't want to say it just in case I was wrong. You know?
No, you are right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I think it's the album before the one.
Yeah. I know that one. I know that one. That's the gold one.
Yeah. But that's the thing. But that's like, to me, that's the best Jay-Z verse, and everyone will probably tell you it's something.
No, but that's one of his good. That's one of his good ones.
He says about like you can't put your vest away and say wear it tomorrow because the day after they'll be saying down.
My one probably dead presidents. Real represent me. You know the one with the knot. Yeah, but that's a reasonable doubt though.
Yeah, that is. It's the last song. Second to last.
Listen, I can't even get into it. You're gonna outshame me. You know the times, dates, when it was recorded. That's just what I mean. Yeah. That's December the 4th. Isn't
it? But I'm December 1st, so that's what I remember.
Okay. But that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of these artists, you can't have them debates. Even that's not even nothing. We're just just talking like, and already you can go. But some of them you can't do that with. It's just like, I don't even know. I just like the beat. I just like the beat of that one. I just like how it sounds. Like I don't even know what he's saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't be that kind of artist. You get me? But respect to them same way because that's for who that's for. You know what I'm trying to say? But who I'm trying to like, my aim, my dream is to be one day like, you know, like when I got that show and like not just have people was going mad, like, you know, like DMX or something, he performed certain songs where you know everyone just listening like intently, like even like Tupac, like intently, like, you know what I'm trying to say? So
People probably cry to them.
yeah, like, you know the ones there, like you don't even have a phone up, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like we need more of them moments
Yeah.
in the game, you know what I'm trying to say? Like people like, yo, that show was mad, like that show was crazy, you know what I'm trying to say? Almost like a spells being cast or some shit like that, you feel me? That's the levels I want, you know what I mean? That's the music I'm trying to make, you know what I'm trying to say? Not just, I want you to feel good, but I know you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I appreciate it because I feel that we need more of that, especially in the UK.
Yeah,
Because
of course.
we haven't had the infrastructure for a record industry
Yeah,
to
of
be
course,
like that in a way.
of course.
I'm not blaming artists for that, but I do think I agree with you that now we've got so many great artists in the UK, we need them to be making legacy music.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Because a lot of people ain't remember, a lot of these fans, when they grow up, they're not going to want to listen to what they're listening to now. You see what I'm saying? But as for the rap that I've listened to, I'm all listening to albums 10 years later versus, like even Giggs, like I listened to a Giggs verse from all 15 years ago. You know what I'm trying to say? When I used to have it on the phone. That's timeless, like, you know what I mean? And that's what we need. Like a lot of people, when you grow up, like, are you really going to want to listen to that, whatever, you get me? I ain't gonna say what I think it is, but you know what I mean? Like, are you really gonna wanna listen to that when you're, you know, when you're 30? Like, I don't think so.
It doesn't
you know what I mean?
translate.
It's not gonna translate to your life when you're 30. It's not gonna translate when you're not in the school playground hearing rumors about this man and that man and whatever's going on. You see what I'm dealing with? Like, you're at work, you're stressed, you don't wanna hear about. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, life gets real. When your life gets real, you're going to want to hear some real shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? Or, yeah, like, you're just going to hear some real shit. Like, when I was in jail, I don't want to hear no nonsense, certain type. Like, I don't want to hear
I'm just
that.
imagining Little Uzi Vert or something like that.
Yeah,
and I love
yeah.
Uzi, but I'm just
Of
saying
course.
that doesn't suit you.
Like, you feel me? Like, you're not going to, don't get me wrong, there's times where, but you know, like, you might come off a visit with your missus or something like that. You want to hear some real shit, like, you get me? So you put that on, like, you know what I mean? Like, or, not saying we're only making music for people in jail, obviously, but you know, like, you just want something, like, you just want something to just get you through, like, the day, like, yo, people say, yo, you get me? But, I don't know, cause some people listen to certain things and it gets them through their day the same way, but I don't know. Me personally, I need some real shit. That's what I know. That's me. You get me? So that's who I'm trying to cater for. You know what I mean?
I'm glad that you are, though.
Yeah, no, 100%. Street Dreams definitely does that. You know what I mean? It's real. Even the cover and that. You know what I mean? It's real. That's real shit. Like, you know what I mean? That's like, you're gonna look at that and think, bro, like, what's going on? You know what I mean? So that's the aim.
If there was one song, maybe it's the outro because you did say that's your favorite, but is that the one song? If people, they could only hear one from it, would that be the one you picked for them?
You see, it's hard in this day and age, but if I'm just going with sticking to my guns, yeah, I'll give you the outro, 100%. Yeah, the outro, 100%, because it's just that talk, like, you know what I mean? Like, the beat is crazy, like, but it's so simple at the same time. It's just, the message is clear, you know what I mean? And we were breaking it down on a different level, you know what I mean? Like, we really get into this. I'm really getting into this stuff, like, without making it sound like this is the way forward, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? Because that's another aim, that we're not trying to glamorize and glorify this shit, like, we're just trying to, like, I'm just trying to, you know what I mean? I keep saying we, because I mean, like, everyone that's involved with what I'm doing, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to really, like, make people pay attention to this street shit, like, you know what I mean? Because it's, no one ain't doing that enough, like, you know what I mean? Like, everyone just shies away from it, like, they want to make music about it or they want to make movies about it, but you got to get into people and make them really understand what this shit is really about. Like, this shit is heavy. Like, this shit's on your mind, your physically, mentally, you know what I'm trying to say? You got to really understand what it is. And these young kids there, they got to really understand what it is they're about to put themselves through when you make them choices, you see what I'm trying to say? Like, you really got to understand that. Because if you don't, you know, it comes with what it comes with, you get me? And you got to even understand that. You got to understand the consequences of what it comes with. Like, when you really just out here hungry for money, like, you know what I mean? Because that's the type of shit they're going to force into you. Like, you need to get rich, you need to, get me? When you really have that mind state and you're really just willing to do anything for money almost, like what that really means, like, you know what I mean?
I find the people that talk about or glamorize things the most are the ones that you can tell haven't lived it.
Yeah,
and most
of course.
people that have lived it, even like if you could, you know, bring up lyrics of all the guys that you're on tour with and say they glamorize it, but really I think if you listen closely enough, you'll see that they're describing it.
Yeah, it's describing it in a reality, you know what I mean? Yeah, for real. Like, yeah, them man don't really talk too crazy with it, you know what I mean? Even like a lot of it's a bit more fun, you know what I mean? But obviously, due to my circumstances, like obviously my stuff got to be a bit more. But the fun's coming though, you know what I'm trying to say? The fun's definitely coming, because this life, it can only get better, you see what I'm trying to say? So, don't get me wrong, we don't want to really be, I do want to, you know, like, always have that element in it, you know what I mean? But I do want to show, like, that we have fun too as well, you know what I mean? But it's just not that time yet for me, you know what I mean? My time is more to, you know, like, build the foundation of where I'm coming from, you know what I mean? Even though the story sounds like it's been told 100 times, but I know people ain't lived it like me. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. You know what I'm trying to, that's just what it is. Like, this ain't no, you know, like, boasting or nothing like that. It's just what it is. You ain't been in them jails like I've been. You ain't been around the people. You ain't lost it. You know what I mean? So, you get me? 'Cause especially this era we're living in now, like, people might feel a different way though, you know, but I'm just telling you how it really is, you know what I mean? But I can't wait for the fun to really come in, you know what I mean? So, to be honest, guys, it's around the corner. It's around the corner, like, success is around the corner. So, as that happens, and I got more to show from being in this lifestyle, that's going to make it even better for me, you know what I mean? 'Cause I'm going to be able to actually show someone that, look, I chose music and look where I'm at, you feel me? And I come from that. Listen to them 2 mixtapes that I put out, you know what I'm trying to say? So by the 3rd or 4th one, they're going to see the progression.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And also, like, you can glamorize the good stuff,
exactly.
so they can see that's the way.
All right, you know? So I'm trying to say. So they're going to really understand. If you've been following me from then till now, you're going to see. And like, he ain't lying, like, you know what I'm saying? Plus the things that I'm trying to do outside of music, like, it's all going to tie in, you know what I mean? So they're going to know I'm the truth, you know what I mean? That's another thing. I'm the truth, you feel me? Like, I don't know about anyone else, but me, I'm the real deal. I'm what I say I am on the tin, you see what I'm saying? So I want people to know that as well. Like, I want them to have someone to believe in that. Like when Pat was big and that, people believed, like, to this day, they believed, you know what I'm saying? Because he come from a real, you get me? He himself, but, you know, like, his whole mother and all them things there, them things are tied into it, you know what I mean? So I want to be that guy that people believe in like that, you know what I mean? Why not? You see what I'm doing? Yeah.
I'm excited to see what comes. This is, I mean, that's the thing, this is not even your album, so imagine like, when the album's like, you know, and no pressure, because I agree with you, albums should be, or EPs, mixtapes, whatever, they should be appreciated as, you know, in their own right, but I feel like if this is what you're putting out as a mixtape, then it's going to be mad when you do an album.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, it's good to be different, man. I don't want to follow no crowds. I don't want to, you know what I mean? It's always good to be different. Like, you can't follow nobody. I can't follow nobody. I got to make your own story, you know what I mean? Like you saying, like, you started where you started, and, you know what I mean? You're here now. And I guarantee that ain't because you've been following anybody. You see what I'm trying to say?
Almost the opposite, yeah. Yeah.
So that's one thing I want to stand for. It's cool to be different. You have to be different than the rest. You don't want to follow no crowds, and just believe in yourself. You know, I'm gonna be a poster for that. Like, look what self-belief gets you. You know what I mean? So yeah, and that's.
Well, I feel like you've given a lot of wisdom. This has been an amazing interview.
Oh, no problem.
So
Are we done already?
Well, I mean, it's up to you. We can talk about
I don't want to do no quiz with you. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose on camera. But Street Dreams out now, you know. You get me? Make sure you cop that and listen to that. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Don't sleep on her, you know. Big rap goddess or whatever you want to call it. She know more than most. You feel me?
I'm gonna blush now. Like.
Make sure you get that on camera too.